Okay, got a bit of a personal question for you. Does your weep hole make you cry? Well, it will if it's leaking oil and if it's on your fuel pump that was made in China. Now, this is a GM pump. I'm just using as a prop for the intro here, but I swear to God, I think they're making the car parts in the same lab out there in Wuhan, where one side of the lab made what, and the other side is making cheap car parts. So anyhow, once a year for the past 3 years, I have to keep replacing the fuel pump because it just starts hemorrhaging oil out of the weep hole, and I mean, it's a lot of oil. And if you were out on a trip, this could be a really bad thing. So I'm going to show you the quick emergency fix with some JB Weld and some carburetor cleaner or brake cleaner rather, to clean the area off. And the real solution is what you need to do is pull your mechanical pump off, put on a block off plate, and put an electric pump back near your tank, or in my case, tanks. So without any further ado, let's get started. All right, do you see that right where the screwdriver is pointing right here? You see that oil? This is ridiculous. This is the third fuel pump. Now you see, usually as a practice, and you look back, I've got a video on it where I have you, when you put it on, I've had it where this crimp seal is pretty crappy, so I just go ahead and JB Weld all the seams on these things. Well, I had the last one on here fail like 2 months ago, right here at the weep hole, just pouring oil out. You will lose a significant amount. It hemorrhages. The trick here is two-stage. To get yourself patched up for a moment, go ahead, spray brake clean all this with brake clean when everything's cool. Don't do it when it's hot. And then JB Weld this area around the weep hole. I think it goes on both sides. I have to double check. And then go get a good high quality racing electric fuel pump and mount it back near the pump. And make sure you have a pressure regulator as well. Okay, so these are not the greatest regulators, but it will work because, in fact, the reason it's on there is these pumps, when they're cranking these things out in China, they just think they got to have like 9 pounds of pressure, which will blow right past the needle. So, get a good fuel pressure regulator and mount your electric fuel pump back near the tank. This is an 83 F-150 with twin tanks, so you have to make sure and mount it after the fuel selector valve, so you get it from, you're pumping from both tanks, and you have to mount it. You have to mount the pump. Electric pumps push better than they pull, so it needs to be near the tank. Don't get one of these junky little, teeny little, fit in the palm of your hand pumps. Get something stout. You're gonna have to pay a few bucks for it, but at least it won't leak oil. So tear this pump off and put a block off plate and get an electric fuel pump and a fuel pressure regulator. All right, so that's what you do. You mix up the JB Weld on the screwdriver and just kind of drizzle it in. There is a hole on both. The weep hole is on both sides, so you got to block it all off. So go ahead, do that, and get on the computer. Go to Summit, go to wherever, Jegs, and find yourself a. Let's see if I can get more. I think I got my light on. Get more light on there. Yeah. So go ahead and just mix up. This is the one that I use for this, is the JB Quick, and just mix up I don't know, about inch and a half or so, something like that. Strip, mix it up and get it on there and let it set. You know, if you can, you want to do this when you let it sit overnight, and that will solve the problem. But you know, the real solution is get an electric fuel pump, take this off. You're still gonna have the problem if you leave this here. So the whole point is you got to take this off. You got to put a block off plate on there. You got to put a block off plate and your electric fuel pump back near the tanks, or tanks, whatever the case may be. So yeah, do that, and that will make this problem go away. Because again, this one here lasted maybe 2 months. 2 months, and it's leaking out the weep hole again. Maybe a year or so is the longest I've had one go. So anyhow, yeah, that's what you got to do. Okay, well, hope you enjoyed this quick video on how to make the emergency repair to basically put a tourniquet on your weep hole on your fuel pump so it stops hemorrhaging oil. And I will have a follow-up video once I find a really good electric fuel pump and block off plate to get rid of this problem with. So anyhow, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and grab your JB Weld and put it over your weep hole and push your fuel pump down on your like button. Please comment and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you.